teaching artifact for Point Park University's Master of Education program, Athletic Coaching and Administration. I'm going to show you a few of the things that I do with my own kids right here in my basement. These drills, just like all the other ones that I'm going to show you today, come from a number of different coaches that I've learned off of throughout the years. This particular hitting progression we have to do daily in order for it to be effective. So what we're starting out here is 10 swings with the bottom hand. You have the batter using a T-ball bat because it's smaller and lighter, and with the youth athletes, they need a lighter bat to do this drill one-handed. But what you're focused on here is quality swings, not quantity. Don't just let them race through these repetitions. All they're doing is hinging their elbow. Their elbow should be pointed up in the air. They should be making contact straight across from the stride foot. And you want the ball finished above level as they strike that net or sheet or whatever it is that you're using to stop the ball. Remember that the pitch is not traveling level. Next we move into the top hand drill. The hand should be positioned on the bat where it would normally be positioned on the grip, a hand's width away from the butt of the bat. Now we're going to put it all together with full swings using the batter's normal bat. About twice a week we throw in the rope bat just to improve the mechanics of the swing. One thing you don't want to do with youth batters is talk mechanics. Instead, you want to use tools and drills that puts their bodies in the correct positions. The rope bat does a good job of that. Make sure that the rope bat stays in the center of the spine. After we go through our hitting progression, we then go to live pitching, and I'll start out with bunting, then I'll move into hit and runs, and then we'll get into a competition where he will compete for 3 pitches at a time. Okay, so we'll start out with bunting, no one on. No one on. No one on. Man on first. Good. Man on third. Man on third. Okay, good. Just to mix things up here and there, we'll throw in the lacrosse stick for bunting practice. Hit and runs on. Good. Okay, so to end things up, what we'll do is we'll go with live pitching, and he'll get 3 balls to hit. And what I try to do is keep this competitive and keep pressure on the batter so that they don't get accustomed to things and become relaxed in the batting cage. He's only going to get 3 live pitches, and he has to barrel it up and hit the back wall of the cage. So he has to be on time and on plane to compete with these 3 pitches. If he can line drive one of them, then he gets another 3 pitches to hit. And if he's able to line drive one of those, then he'll get his final 3 pitches to hit. There we go. There's a line drive. So he's just earned 3 more pitches. I'll give him 3 more. If he's able to line drive one of these 3, then he'll get his final set of 3 pitches. The things that we want to focus on with these youth athletes is keeping things fun and interesting, changing things up every week, giving them a few different things to do, just to keep their interest. You want to make sure that they're enjoying themselves and that this is not a chore, so that you reinforce their intrinsic motivations to want to succeed at this particular sport rather than you driving them. Okay, for the second round, I got 24 tennis balls sitting here, and I'll go 2 at a time. I keep it moving pretty quick, so he's got to react. Second round is usually a little bit harder, a little bit faster, and we switch the bucket to the other side so that he can focus on backhands a little bit more in round 2. Vary your hops. Don't always hit it right in the same spot. Nice. You want to focus on stiff wrist, right to the chest. Okay, you want to get your player's nose above the ball. This is about quick feet, getting in front of the ball. Vary your hops. Okay, now we're going to switch it up with scissored backhands. He's going to switch his feet for each catch that he makes. So we're focused on the backhand with his gloved hand. He's going to pick out a number each night, and we're going to try and attempt to hit that number. 2, 3, 4. Okay, in this drill we're focused on forehand, stiff wrist, and backhand. Make sure they're hitting you right in the chest. Right in the chest. You gotta get somebody out. Okay, you want to make sure on the bare hand your fielder is pushing the ball straight into the ground, so they make sure that they pick it up and they're not bobbling it whenever they're trying to watch a runner. So push that ball straight into the ground. Come up into your throwing position. Working on backhands, lining up the feet to make the throw. Focus on the visualization and the imagery. We want them to visualize. For our throwing routine, we just start out by getting warmed up by hitting our spots. Pick a spot and hit it, whether it's the center of the chest, whether it's the left shoulder, the right shoulder. Just keep throwing at a spot and get warmed up by hitting it. Then we move into scooping the ball and tagging. So when he receives, he's tagging the runner out. Then he's going to scoop the ball. Okay, juggling is one of the most important skills that we can possess playing sports. Obviously, you got to teach your kids how to be able to do this. Start out with 2 balls instead of 3, and then work your way up. And I found it was easier to focus on each of the catches. So we count the catches, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, for agility ladder and quick feet, if you don't have a ladder at home, you can make one on the floor just using masking tape. But these are pretty cheap online. This next one, the focus is on high knees. Each foot goes in each rung. Really, the only thing that I focus on each week with my kids is 2 times per week. We do the juggling, we do the jump roping. Sometimes we throw in the agility ladder. If my kids want to go further than that, they feel like doing more, that's great. Okay, for plyometric box jumps to build explosive power, if you don't have boxes to jump, you can just use stairs. Take your time for safety. You want explosive power. And you can do 3 sets of 10 to 12. Sit-ups, you can do 3 sets of 10 to 12, arms crossed so that they are not straining the neck by putting your hands on the back of your head. Rather than getting into resistance training or weight training, baseball is a game and it needs to be fun. And when you are training a 12 and under child, I think you need to keep it fun. So if you get into the weight training, that's a regimented weekly routine that the athlete has to stick to. And at this age level, I don't believe that they're quite committed enough to do that. And if they have a parent that's pushing them to do that, they're going to learn not to enjoy this sport, not have fun with this sport. And a lot of times what we see is they get burned out by the time they get to high school. So try and keep it fun, enjoy this time with your kids, keep it interesting, keep giving them different routines, different drills, different things to do each week to mix it up just a little bit and keep them interested in playing this sport. If you found this video helpful, or if you need indoor or outdoor practice plans, workout routines, my educational training packet, or any fundraising, scouting, or league administration forms, head on over to my coaching portfolio at livebinders.com. Thanks for watching.